The Shane and Yuna conversation was the final squeeze to my trachea that sent me into the afterlife. Jacob had already had me by the throat since Scott Hunter's speech, but Shane and his mom were that final grip that really did me in. The scene itself was beautiful and probably top three in that entire episode, maybe even the entire season, and we'll get back to that. But the build up to the scene was even better for me, and I think is what made the conversation as emotional as it was. The anxiety that Shane had going into the conversation, the way the conversation starts, and we start to think, okay, maybe this is actually going better than expected, with his parents saying that they thought it was certainly a possibility that he was gay, and that the surprise wasn't that he was gay, but it seemed to be more so that he was with Ilya. Then Yuna getting up and walking away, leaving Shane and us braced for the worst. The disappointment, the I need time to process this response, the silence that feels louder than any argument that they could ever have. There's also the added layer of identity that they only ever really mention in like the first episode, I think, and how there's a lot of unspoken rules and pressures to not disappoint your family, especially your parents in Asian families, which I would imagine was a lot of what Shane was feeling in that moment from Yuna. Hence, the apology to her saying that he really tried to not be gay. Trust me, baby, he ain't lying. We all saw you trying. So, to get to that scene and realize that she is in fact not disappointed with him, but disappointed in herself for making him feel like he couldn't tell her, was the biggest sigh of relief for both Shane and us as the audience. That moment wasn't just acceptance, it was accountability, which is rare in TV coming out scenes and real life coming out scenes. It was a parent saying, I should have made this a safer experience for you. And I absolutely loved it. It gives Shane exactly what he needed in that moment, not just permission to be himself, but the reassurance and the reminder that he was always loved and will always be.